Do you remember those moments when you are standing in a buffet line in a wedding, waiting for the rotis to arrive? Standing next to you is a distant relative, maybe a chacha ji or a friend, who you haven't seen in 5 years. You start the conversation, खाना बढ़िया है ना? The relative replies, हाँ बढ़िया है. And then you exhaust the script immediately. Now, you both are just standing there in silence, waiting for rotis to arrive and watching the cameraman drone fly over your heads. You want to talk, but your mind goes completely blank. And you enter into something called awkward silence. You start checking your pockets for a phone that isn't ringing and thinking, why is it so hard to just talk? That void, my friends, is actually created by your own mind. Or remember the last time you were in a 60-second elevator ride with your boss. You enter the lift on the ground floor. It's just you and Sharma sir from senior management. You smile and say, good morning sir. You press 12, he pressed 14. By floor 3, the silence is deafening. You are frantically looking at your phone even though you have zero notifications. You want to network, you want to leave a good impression, but the pressure to perform freezes you. You start staring at the lift buttons like they are the most interesting things in the world. Why? Because you are terrified that if you speak, you will say something very stupid. Then what? There is a big, long-lasting awkward silence. That feeling isn't lack of knowledge. It's a traffic jam in your brain. It is a tension between you wanting to connect, but are also being terrified of being judged. Today we are going to fix this, my friends. So, awkward silence is the moment when the conversation stalls. Your mind goes completely blank and the tension becomes like forever. This happens because of two reasons. The first is filter issue. The problem isn't actually having nothing to say, but having too much to say and an overactive internal filter that reject your thoughts as weird or boring before you speak them. Like in the lift with your boss. The second is anxiety and pressure. This is a struggle often stems from social anxiety or the pressure to perform, which leads to staring into the void or checking phones rather than connecting, like in the marriage with Chacha ji. There are three main categories of solution which we are going to discuss in this video. Questioning strategies, listening techniques, and mental hacks. The first is questioning strategies. This is the engine of conversation. The first strategy is ask open-ended and intentional questions. Avoid questions that invite one-word answers like, do you like it? Instead ask why or how to encourage deeper explanation. Like, how did you came to this marriage? This will lead to further points of conversations. Second, treat questions as a chain reaction. Don't just ask one question and move on. Ask follow-up questions. Dig deeper into a specific topic they just shared. Like, how was the journey? I saw in the news that the road you took was under construction. Next are revival questions. Keep open-ended generic questions ready for when a conversation dies, such as Prime Minister Modi is traveling a lot nowadays, or Trump is going crazy nowadays, right? So these questions will help you begin the conversation from nowhere. The next is strategic ignorance. Ask dumb questions about things you might already know slightly. Letting other person to explain things make them feel like an expert and keeps them talking. The next strategy is listening and observation techniques. Listen to understand, not to reply. Every story contains multiple threads. A story about daily commute to office also contains threads about cars, roads, or weekend routines. You can pick any of these to continue the conversation. Use the environment or the story to trigger a memory, saying, this poorly maintained lift reminds me of a XYZ. This bridges the topic to a related story of your own. Make an observation based on their vibe, such as, you look like you are into fitness nowadays. Even if you are wrong, it will open a discussion about why you got that impression. And the last strategy is mental hacks. In this, the first strategy is the 5-second rule. When someone speaks, respond with the very first thought that pops in your head within 5 seconds. This bypasses the internal perfectionist filter that silences you. Get comfortable with silence. Reframe silence as just space rather than failure. Sometimes if you Just stay calm and maintain eye contact. The other person will fill the silence for you. Have go-to tactics ready, like commenting on an immediate environment, music or decor, or ask about the future plans, which are basically the endlessly renewable topics. So, to be a great conversationalist, stop trying to be interesting and start being interested. Conversation is not an innate talent or a performance of wit. It is a learnable skill rooted in genuine curiosity about the other person. When you focus outward on learning about the other person rather than inward on your own performance, the pressure disappears and the topic flows naturally. So, by shifting your goal from impressing to understanding and using tactical tools like active listening, open ended follow ups, anyone can navigate conversations confidently. Ultimately, if a conversation hits a dead end despite being your best efforts, it is okay to accept it and move on rather than forcing a connection.